Welcome to Preschool Summer Reading, Adventure Begins at Your Library for July 1st, 2024, Part 2. The Littlest Airplane, written by Brooke Hartman, illustrated by John Joseph. Far up in the north on a busy runway, the airplanes line up to go fly for the day. First comes the turboprop, sturdy and quick. With my great propellers, I'm always first pick. When I get airborne, prepare for a show. I'll power through thunderstorms, wind, sleet, and snow. Whirling and twirling, make way, make way! There goes the turboprop plane. Next comes the cargo plane, brawny and long. I can haul any load, I'm stronger than strong. My wings are the widest of any around. I'm so massive, at takeoff I rattle the ground. Rumbling and grumbling, make way, make way! There goes the big cargo plane. Here comes the jet plane, her engine's a blast. I can go anywhere in the world super fast. Like a rocket in space, I will zoom through the sky. You might think that you're fast, but I'll pass you right by. Roaring and soaring, make way, make way! There goes a speedy jet plane. The littlest plane waited off to the side. He had no big engines, his wings weren't that wide. With just one propeller, so stubby and small, the bush plane was truly the smallest of all. That little bush plane watched the others fly round, saw them soaring so fast, heard their rumble roar sound, and he worried aloud, staring up at the blue. I'm not strong, not speedy, what good can I do? Not flying, just sighing, I'll stay, no place for a little bush plane. All of a sudden, this blue sky turned black. Storm clouds went boom, and lightning went crack. Over the radio waves came a cry of distress. We're stranded, please come get us out of this mess. The turboprop plane was the first one to go. I'm sure I can save them, she said, I just know. But her props were too long and the trees were too high. She had to turn back. Someone else has to try. Not touting, just pouting. No way, no way, I can't, said the turboprop plane. The big cargo plane was the next to take off. A storm never stopped me, he said with a scoff. But his wings were so wide that he just couldn't land, and soon he returned looking not quite so grand. Not hulking, just sulking. No way, I can't, said the big cargo plane. The jet plane rolled up with her engines a-roar. This job is a breeze, I don't care if it pours. But her speed was so fast she'd fly right off the side, so she limped back too with a little less pride. Not zooming, just fuming. No way, I can't, said the speedy jet plane. The turboprop, cargo plane, and even the jet had all come back woebegone, worn out and wet. Airplanes, please help, came the radio's cry. Then the little plane asked, should I give it a try? The other planes stared at him, shaking their heads. You're too small, you're too slow, you should stay here instead. But those people are stranded, the bush plane declared. Yes, I'm small, yes, I'm slow, but I'm surely not scared. Buzz went his engine and whirr went his prop. He sped down the runway, he flew to the top. His wings and his rudder fought hard through the wind. But he couldn't give up, he couldn't give in. The storm clouds were blinding, the fierce blizzard blew, but that little bush plane kept on flying right through. At long last he saw through trees far below a small mountain clearing all covered in snow. His strut-mounted wings gave him excellent sight. His speed, not too fast. His propeller, just right. Extending his flaps, he aimed straight for the land. Can the little bush plane get them out? Yes, I can. swooping and whooping. Hooray, hooray! 3 cheers for the little bush plane! Pause here to see the parts of a bush plane. More about bush planes. Bush planes are a type of airplane flown in areas where tall mountains and big trees, like in Alaska, Canada, Africa, Australia, and the Amazon, make flying other aircraft difficult. Bush planes often have smaller single-piston engine. They are also usually lighter than other airplanes, so they can land and take off from shorter runways, or even from beaches, lakes, fields, and glaciers. On a bush plane, the wings are built high and supported by struts, making it easier to maneuver around brush and terrain. Sometimes bush planes have big inflated tires called bush wheels that can roll over rocky or uneven ground. These tires can be replaced with floats, also called pontoons, to take off and land on water, or skis to take off and land on snow. Ever since the first bush planes were built in the 1920s, they have done amazing things, from delivering life-saving medicines to rescuing stranded explorers. All around the world, many pilots fly bush planes for fun, work, and adventure, embarking on flights other planes wouldn't dare try. Have you ever flown in a little bush plane? The end. Okay, we're going to make a little airplane, and you'll need crayons, markers, or coloring pencils or paints. I'm just going to use crayons, glue stick, and your craft kit includes a blue piece of construction paper, which will flatten out, and parts of an airplane. So this is what it'll go on. It'll go here, and your wings will extend out, and then your front window and your side windows. So that's what it'll look like. But first we need to color. Oh, you also need a glue stick. Sorry, glue stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and color this airplane. I'm going to make it red. So go ahead and color your airplane, and then we'll come back and we'll put it all together with the glue stick, okay? Okay, I've colored the body and the wings. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the body, the fuselage, I guess it's called, to the blue paper. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glue. Should be more than enough. And I'm going to glue it to the center of the paper. Then I'm going to glue my wings on. Stick this one behind, I think. Or maybe not. That glued on really well. Okay. Glue that up like that. And we'll glue the window to the cockpit on. And then I'm going to glue my passenger windows on. And most big airplanes would have more than 4 windows. But this is our little airplane, so it only has 4. This will be so the passengers can look out and see all the interesting sights from above. And that's all there is to it. There's your little airplane.